Hello everyone, this is Kimmy Wyatt and welcome to this video. Oh my god, my voice sounds so good, y'all. Yeah, before I get started, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and also when you subscribe, please be sure to click the notification bell so that you will be one of the first to get notifications of new vids I post. You guys, I say I sound, my voice is clear, if that's what I said. Did I say clear? Regardless, because I'm usually, well, over the last couple of days, maybe week, I get ready to record something and I sound like a combination of a Brahma bull and a frog. But today, this video was not planned at all. I have other videos to post, or I should have been posting other videos before this one, but I got to show you this one, put it that way. You guys, I knew that witches and warlocks, demons, well, not witches and warlocks because they're human, but if they have an entity on them, they're not going to like certain smells. But the entity itself definitely does not like certain sounds, as I've already posted, and certain smells. Speaking of sounds, you guys, please, if you're on the channel already, the TBCITA channel, please scroll down to the playlist section or go directly to the playlist section from the top and check out the playlist, you guys. I highly suggest, not trying to be funny, there's songs there that you may already know, but you may probably never listen to the lyrics. If you are a gang stalking victim or a targeted individual, and I will say it 1,000 times, if you are a targeted individual, you will be gang stalked. However, if you are a gang stalking victim, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a targeted individual. The difference between those is that a targeted individual is usually smart, very an advocate for something. They're not going to let it go. They have high religious beliefs. They don't play with God. They will die for God. Blah, 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 blah. They're doing something. Usually they have a business or businesses. They're usually doing something that would be a specific or more than a specific reason for them to be targeted. And as a result, they're going to be gang stalked. They're doing something. They may be doing something that, like is such as in my case, that has not, although finished, is not on the market like it should be on the market. So there's the thievery. You know, wanting to steal something they have, wanting to steal their rights to their possessions, their rights to their, whatever they have. So the purpose of this video, in those sections, besides in the playlist, besides music, there's going to be music that you've never heard of. There's going to be sounds like brown noise, black noise, white noise. I even did a purple noise. And these are sounds that are going to help you meditate, sleep, study. And then I have even a playlist with deeper sleep. Just a lot of stuff, and I've got to add some things there. There's also a playlist there just for informational purposes, people, women that have been kidnapped, just a whole bunch of stuff. And I created the last one just the other day, electronic stalking, which I could not wait to get to, because that playlist will entail things from people that I don't know, and things and videos from my archives and things I'm going to be posting. You guys, please, please, please tell people about this channel. And I'm specifically speaking on YouTube, which is where this video will be posted initially anyway. You guys, please, please, I'm not trying to get likes or whatever it's called, subscribers. I'm really telling you to subscribe so you will know when I'm posting, but also tell people about this channel, because I have self-proclaimed myself an advocate for gang stalking or against gang stalking people, because of all the things that I've gone through, and I would not want my worst enemy to go through the things that I've gone through, and that's saying a lot, because I have a lot of enemies, y'all, okay? So what I'm going to do today, you guys, like I said, was not planned, and although it wasn't planned, I have other videos, y'all just Stay on the channel. Okay, get on the channel, get on the channel, get on the channel. Also, scroll down if you're already on the channel, on the channel. Scroll down and go to my other channel, Kimmy Wyatt, KIMME space WYATT. And this may be where this video is going to be posted. I'm not for sure. I want to show you guys, if I had known this was going to happen, I would have been videoing this at the time. But as I stated earlier, people that have an entity attachment on them, these are demons. And also, they practice witchcraft and voodoo. They receive and are receptive to having an attachment to them. They don't believe in God. They're devil worshipers, blah, 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 blah. You know, those kind of people. And I have to say, even if you are a devil worshiper, it does not mean that you have an entity attachment on you. That's the hard pill for some people to swallow. However, you have people that, well, let's say atheists. Let me change that from devil worshiping. And just because you're an atheist doesn't mean you worship the devil. Let me clarify that. It simply means that you don't believe in God. And agnostics are people who are swinging both ways. They don't know for sure. They're not saying he exists, and they're not saying that he doesn't exist, you know, and God can kind of accept that, you know, he's something to be reckoned with. Okay. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're an agnostic and you're swinging the door both ways, I'm going to tell you on Judgment Day, not going to work. Okay. I'm just keeping it real. So I highly suggest you find out, study, get the Bible, get a Bible. I highly suggest KJV, King James Version. That's just my opinion. Find out about books of the Bible that were extracted from the Bible. You know, just start studying. You guys that are agnostics, and make a decision on that. But then you have people who, you have demons themselves. So they don't like certain sounds, which is why, let me go back to the playlist again. There's bells there. Demons do not like bells. So there's videos on bells that you can just that you can play with continuous sounds of bells, or a bell, which some people can go to sleep with that sound. Just ding or boing. Boing. Believe it or not, very angelic, although it may be annoying initially, but once you get used to the sound of bells, high protection while you're asleep, and so you don't have to worry about incubus and succubus attacks, which simply means that some entity is in your dreams, or a voodoo priest or whatever is in your dreams having sex with you, or coming as someone that you know damn well you are not attracted to and should not be attracted to, one or the other, or both. Okay, so it's just a lot of things there. So to go check out the playlist on the YouTube channel @TBCITA. You can also type in the blue cup in the attic if there's a problem, and it should come up. So let me tell you what I did. I'm here at my son's, and I have been seeing this even when I was here before. I feel like a man should not have to go around being what is it called? They have the pink cars, and I'm not going to advertise them. He should not go around being a maid to his place, especially when a female is living there. Let me say that again. I personally believe, and I may be stepping on some toes, and I don't care. I personally believe that a man should not, if he's dating a young lady, if he's married to a lady, young or old, I don't think he should have to go to work, whether he works from home. Let me put it this way. When a man pays all the bills, get your ass up and clean up. I don't care if you go to work or not. That's just my opinion. You may go to work, but he's paying all the bills. Guess what? It is on you to freaking clean up. When I worked, you guys, well, worked or not, but when I had a job, I still cleaned my home when I was married. My husband did not have to lift a finger to clean a damn thing. The only thing my husband did was took the trash out. And it wasn't even a question. It wasn't even a conversation. I knew I was the woman in the role. My role was a woman, and I knew I needed to cook. I needed to clean. And communication. Sometimes we have problems in our relationships because, especially women these days, they feel like, okay, she was minding her own business, literally walking her dogs. But sometimes women have problems in their relationships because, they feel like, let me finish my sentence. They feel like, well, I go to work, you go to work, then we both. Now, true, if both of you guys go to work, okay, and you have made a concise decision that both of you will do the damn thing, go ahead and do it. I can't control your household at all. But if your man is, but it may be because you're both paying the bills. There you go. If you're both paying the bills, let me say that. So that's my opinion. However, if you're only working and you're the backup person in case there's an emergency, your funding, your funds, or you may be the one to get the kids' haircuts and get their hair done. Girl, get your ass in there and clean up. I mean, stop making it we got to go back to the way things used to be. I was going to say, stop making a mountain out of a molehill. Don't ask me what that means. My mom used to say that. Don't add a molehill. I guess the mole is a little bug or something, and they make a little, I don't know. But, yeah, stop doing that. So, I say all that to say this. When I was here before, and I live with my son, but I don't mind cleaning up. But like, for instance, my sons, I don't know if they're still dating because they still visit each other. But the last woman that was here, she went on and got her own place as well. And the one before, the last woman that was here had a dog. I'm not a dog lover, so no offense. I don't hate dogs. As a matter of fact, I've looked at so many dog videos here recently and I'm laughing my butt off on the some of these dogs and their characters, So no, I don't hate dogs. I just don't want one in my life. I don't like the smell of a dog. I don't like the breath of a dog. It's just me. I don't like a dog crawling all over me. I mean, that's just me. But that does not mean that I hate dogs. And some people think when a person says they don't like dogs, they obviously hate dogs. No, I don't want your dog licking all over me. I don't want your dog climbing all over me. I don't want to smell dog poop. I got my own. Okay. I just feel that way. Let me finish my sentence again. That's just my opinion. I don't like cats, but look at here, flip the script. Give me a damn elephant. I swear I go out there and pick up every turd elephant. I just love elephants. I love big animals. Give me a lion. Something, if I'm going to be messing with something, make it big. You know what I'm saying? I don't like domesticated animals. I don't. Give me a bird or a fish. I can do it. So all that in between poop, it got to be small or it got to be real big. It got to be small where I'm like, okay, this ain't nothing. Let me just get this bird poop up out of this cage. You know what I'm saying? Clean the cage. Or it has to be something major. Like if I'm getting down there, I might as well be really doing it. But that middle poop and the poop in the middle, what's the purpose? So no, I don't like dogs, but they serve a perfect purpose. I think they're absolutely wonderful. Friends to family and pet friends and pet family. Okay. So let me tell you what's going on today. I had to say all that to say this, some of that anyway, you guys. So when I mentioned that demons, whether an entity of themselves or whether they are effing with someone, they don't like, regardless, they don't like certain sounds and they definitely don't like certain smells. Some of which are pine sol, cedar, frankincense, myrrh, which is in the Bible. And there are several of them in the Bible. They don't like lemon. They don't like limes. They don't like baking soda, baking powder. Although witches and warlocks, if I'm not mistaken, can do something with one or the other. I'm not for sure. But they definitely don't like bleach. Here we go. You guys, I mentioned those two young ladies because I have been in this room several times, and I have cleaned this myself or tried to do a little brushing up on it, but I knew I needed something deeper than just getting the dust, because my son has been here for over 5 years. Go figure. So you can even see here where I have already sprayed the top of this, and you can see how the gump, just dirty. Okay. And I have sprayed here, but let me tell you what I noticed. The spray that I'm using, I will not advertise because I'm not getting paid to. Ding! But I will tell you, if you go to the store, I will tell you what kind of, it's a spray bottle. Okay. And it is, I'm trying to turn it around and looking at it. It's for scrubbing bubbles. It's got scrubbing bubbles or something on it. And it's in a green container with other colors, green, white. But the main container is green and the spray bottle is green. Okay? Brand name. All right? And it's not the only one, which is really irrelevant, because you can get a store brand, which I have found, with food and other stuff, been knowing it is just as good. It's called... it's called not name branding, it's called branding, but that's not the name. I've been knowing about this for over 30-40 years, 35 years at least. When a manufacturer makes stuff for different companies, but they're definitely going to change the label, but they make the same thing basically for everyone, or they may heighten it up a little bit, put a little more of this and that in it. Formula. Okay, but they know how to formulate things. So, and then this store has its formula, or this brand has its formula, because it could be a major brand. You guys will be surprised what happens in the background before something hits the store shelves. Okay, even if it's a brand, please don't think that all brands have manufacturers, their own manufacturer, and they're manufacturing this or that. They still can outsource and then have it come in drums, speaking on chemicals or cleaning products, and then take it to their warehouse and then have it put in bottles, and with the labels and all that, and then it comes to the store. It's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background. So please don't think that these companies, because they have something on the store shelves and they've been around for eons and years, that they are actually the ones that are making those products. Chances are, especially these days as of COVID, a lot of companies had to outsource, and they found that it's cheaper. So to outsource and have someone make their stuff, and then just as an example, they can even bottle it for them and no label. We'll put the label on, that's resources that you don't have to worry about. You're just sending us our stuff in the bottle. Okay. They've gotten together with both CEOs or whatever ever have gotten together and came up with a plan, and send it to us without the label, and we'll just put the label on, because maybe that company does not have the capacity to put the label on. They know what they want their label to say. They have the labels, which come from probably China. You can get labels for 1 cent, as long as you're ordering 500,000 of them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, or 100,000 in some cases. It used to be like that, though. Mm-hmm. So what I did was, I asked my son last night, to get back to the story. I asked my son if he had any cleaning products or anything to clean, because I had been noticing for a couple of weeks that the toilet, just water and the little cleaning thing, and I've been knowing. So do you have anything for which I thought he would have had to order some stuff? He gets a lot of stuff from A and from W. Okay, you guys know who they are. He orders a lot of stuff from Wally Mart and then the A one. And I said, well, he's just gonna have to order some, because I'm quite sure he doesn't have anything. I was shocked to find out my son came out the bathroom of his bathroom with a full bottle of spray bottle of this stuff. And I'm like, oh, yes, I can clean the shower. So this morning when I got up, I've been up for a minute. It was a gnat in here, which wasn't the reason, but I killed him as well with this. Okay, done. It's been bothering me, several of them. Monitoring spirits. There's nothing in this apartment that would make a gnat. Gnats are attracted to things. Okay. All right. And I'm not going to go into the nativity of a gnat. So, so what I did, one of my, well, I only have one now. My battery pack that charges up my devices is solar. It's a solar one. And I just said, oh, God, let me go ahead and look up, can you do it? Does it have to be in direct sunlight? Does it have, and I tried to do this months and months ago, but I didn't finish. It didn't go well. I probably started doing something else. But one of the things I wanted to know, the thing I wanted to know was, does it charge up in simulated light? Not natural light, but simulated light, which was light bulb. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't get a good answer for that at the time. So let me show you guys this. See this green? The reason why this green is here and it hasn't been outside the window's up. It's literally just been sitting on my luggage. And it was very dim. And I notice now it is very, very green. So my thing, and I've never done this, is to see if, like, when it's plugged in the wall, does these other ones light up? The little ones that are there. So so this is great. So as doing this video, I just found that out, that it's gotten greener, and look, it's not going away like it was, because I only had it right here for a minute. So I'm gonna and the light. Okay, proving my own, doing my own research. This is sitting on my luggage and the sun is not directly on it, but the windows are open. So that lets me know, you guys, here's a tip for you, that if you get a battery pack to charge up your things, and it's a solar as well as electrical battery pack, which I highly suggest, because you could be on a camping trip, you could be homeless. You guys, if you're going to get a battery pack, please stop getting the ones, women as well, stop getting the ones that you have to plug in all the time. You could be stranded somewhere and you need to plug your in, okay. Now the only thing I need to find out now is if it's going to, the longer it sits, does it go ahead and light up the other buttons? So back to the video. I started doing, I said, because I really, the blinds were down, and I just really kind of put it off in the blind for about 30 seconds to see if it would change. And I'm like, oh, this is too much. So I decided to let the blind up, y'all. And when I let the blind up, which is something I hated to do, because I had to see all this mold and mildew and all of this gunk and this over the years, with all this dust that has accumulates spider webs and things like that. So what I did, I'm like, oh, he gave me something to clean with. I know whatever this is going to probably get rid of some of this, and then I can just, wet it and let it sit for a minute, just wipe it out, which I have no problem doing. You guys, what you're looking at right now was not like this. That corner, okay? The corner, you see where it look like somebody got their fingernails or something. Y'all, this was not like this, y'all. Ooh-wee. Y'all, you can even see a little spot right there. Y'all, that whole section, and I'm going to go over here to show you. No, I even sprayed all the way up to the top of the window. No. You can even see some of it still here. And I've sprayed it, and I'm going to let it sit. I hope this doesn't gross you out. It's not feces, okay? But yeah. Look at that. Oh, it was worse, y'all. Ooh, y'all look up here. And you can't see how gross this was because it's wet now, and it's shrunken because it got wet. But just disgusting. I'm going to even go over here. Hold on, y'all. Y'all see all that at the bottom? Ooh. That lets you know how bad this was. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. When you're living with a man and he's paying all the bills, get your ass up and clean up. Not spot clean. Okay. Not just cleaning up the bathroom because you got to go in there and get your ass in the bathtub. Get up and clean up. That man is paying all the bills. And I would say this. You guys know this. And I've said it when I was in radio to some degree or something like this. Women kill me. Okay. In relationships when it comes to cleaning up. clean up. That's your home. It should be something that you should be even proud to do. That's where it's not even about your husband. It's not even about your kids. It's about where you lay your head. It's a trade-off, y'all. When he's paying all the bills, and he should be the one to tell you that, but you should be the one to know that. He shouldn't even have to open his mouth. And if I were to call my ex-husband right now, he would tell you he never, and I'm not saying, it's because of me. You have to be me. No, it's just the right thing to do. If you see those window sills, you shouldn't even have to see them. It's just like, make a schedule. Every third week of the month, I'm going to go and clean the windows. It doesn't have to be an everyday thing. Okay? Once a week, I'm going to mop the floor. You can get 4 pieces of paper and put week 1 for that month, week 2 for any month rather, week 3, week 4. And you can put on there the things that you're going to do, from washing clothes, wash dishes, you guys, at least once a day. But okay, 2 days out of every other day, I'm going to wash the dishes if you work that hard. But, dishes called roaches. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. Don't leave food out on the stove. And that's another thing. I'm a stickler for a man paying the bills. And if he's there by himself, it's on him. Unless you just want to come over and clean up. That's up to you. I mean, that's whatever y'all have going on. That's your choice. But it's your choice to do any of this. But what I'm saying is the refrigerator, stove, oven, microwave, nasty. There's no way I'm gonna have a man, especially if I'm staying with him, even if I'm not staying with him. But okay, especially if I'm staying with him and I open the microwave and I see all that stuff in there and I'm just gonna put my stuff in there and warm it up and close it back up. That's called using someone in my book. Moving right along. Okay, so y'all, the smell, this has bleach in it. There's another tip. Green top, 80% green, everywhere else, same color as the top, and it has bleach in it. You guys, like I said, this right here is amazing, y'all. It did not look like that. Oh, I didn't show you the corner over here. I just showed you the bottom. Y'all look. You can even see some of it still there, and I'm going to do another little spray. It was, y'all. So I said, you know what? Wait a minute. Because I can hear the 3 witches of Eastwick, but it's 2 witches of Eastwick now here lately. And the warlock, they're pimp above me talking. Oh, God, what did one of them say? The second voice? No, the first, second. She's as if she was on the phone, like he's not up there. You're going to have to something. Oh God, like basically you're going to have to put the spell back on the windows, or you're going to have to put the, not saying that he is the one that put the dirt here, but you got to understand demons love dirt. Let's just say you had a pile of clothes that's been sitting up there for a whole week, and they've been sitting on the floor. Now you're busy, you're working, okay? You got a job, okay? You can't wash the clothes. You live by yourself, you can't wash the clothes. It's no big deal to you, because when the weekend comes, but here comes another weekend, you have to take your child to the football game. You're just tired. Fly. Look, y'all. Can y'all see it? I'm gonna find them for you. Look. Get your $8 sign off this window. Okay. But anything that's dirt, okay, anything that's dirty, demons are attracted to stuff that is dirty. A warlock witch, which is a male witch, knows this. And I'm telling you, these windows were pathetic, y'all. I'm talking with a capital P. So she basically was telling him that he got to put the spell back on whatever, I'm in this room. He has to put the spell back on whatever, ippity bippity boppity booing, that kind of stuff. Because I sprayed the windows. And it hit me before she said it, as she was saying it, it hit me. No. It hit me. And right after that, that's when she made the comment. While I'm looking at it like, wow. And I probably even said, wow, look at that. You guys, I've come to the conclusion. Yes, this was dirty. It was. It was filthy. But you guys need to learn the power of voodoo. Let me say it again. You guys need to learn the power of voodoo. Just from looking at this, although my son has been here 5 years, although these windows were never cleaned properly within that time, although, things like this is going to happen over time, accumulation of this and accumulation of that. I get it. I'm looking at how clean this is compared to what it was. Okay? And the fact that I didn't even have to wipe it. Oops. That's the kicker. When you spray bleach, you heard, did you hear my voice? When you spray, and I'm getting a little hoarse. When you spray something such as these windows, when you're cleaning your home, or you may be a make-ready person, you may be in real estate, okay, and you have a make-ready person, but you can go in yourself and test this out with this same product or similar product that has bleach in it in a spray bottle. You could put bleach in a spray bottle. Okay, just be careful, y'all, getting either of these on things that are surrounding or carpet and stuff like that. But when you spray it and it just disappears and you didn't have to even wipe it, that's an indication to me, with my common sense, that was a little bit more considering what she said as I was looking in awe at and made a comment. That lets me know that was a little bit more than just mildew. It was mildew, but it was witchcraft as well. Voodoo. Okay? Witchcraft and voodoo. Because I swear I didn't have to clean any of this, y'all. Usually when you spray something, such as over here. Go over here. Perfect example. This, I'm going to have to get the towel to. And I have sprayed it and saturated it more than once. Chances are, I'm going to let it sit here and I may spray it again. But I'm going to have to get the towel to this. Okay? I'm going to have to get the towel to it. You can tell. I mean, it's evident. Okay? Over here, however, same thing, y'all. Same freaking thing. No, it's clean as a whistle. And then it kills me how, and I can't say it kills me because you only know what you know. So let me rephrase that, because everyone is not as woke as I am, and there's still people out here that don't think that voodoo is real. And let me clarify the word believe. When it comes to voodoo, you guys don't tell people that you believe. I believe it's real. Please be careful with that, because someone's going to come back at you. I don't believe in voodoo and witchcraft. I can't be touched. Y'all, if anyone on this planet couldn't be touched, no offense, no bragging, it's this one right here talking. And this one right here talking is telling you that not only is it real, but it has happened to me. I have shown you guys videos where it has happened to me. Because when I see something, as a matter of fact, I got 2 videos. I'm going to do that video after this one, as a matter of fact. I kind of said it in the video, but you guys, I want you guys to get it. I'm going to focus on these 2 items. And I wish I kept the makeup that I had just bought, because you guys got to keep in mind, when, in my case, in a lot of women's case, when you have someone that has entered your life, maybe they did something to your food when you left, you were unaware, specifically and wholeheartedly unaware of witchcraft and voodoo being done on you. So they're going to do some stuff in the background for messing with your medication, messing with, they're going to, especially if they're energy harvesting off of you, manifesting things. Here comes the incubuses and succubus attacks in your dreams. And so you guys, as a matter of fact, right out here, I went out there today and got out license plates. Look, somebody else done pulled up 2 different cars on the left side of that tree, one behind the tree and one on the left side. When I wake up, bum, 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 Or if I'm, y'all know I piss in a can. I'm no offense. If I'm doing something, bump, bump, they'll blow the horn. But see, whomever that is already knows, and I haven't heard horns like that it's the same idiot. Okay. Probably the warlock, him itself, not himself, itself. But it used to be a time when no matter what I did in my apartment, bent over, bump, 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 they know that I'm aware of that, and years have passed. So it's like, and even this idiot, it doesn't bother me. Okay. It's like, whatever. But I decided this morning, after my grandson left out, and I was already going to do it anyway when I got up to use the restroom, that I said, you did that horn. Let me put my shoes on and go out here right quick with my pen and my notepad, notebook, a spiral, basically. Let me go out here and write down these license plate numbers, y'all. Yeah, because I hear this all the time from the same immature toy, y'all. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and not elaborate anymore on that. I just want you guys to know to buy. You may have to buy it more, or always have backups. And also gnats. You want to kill a gnat? Spray some of that on them. I had to spray one of these gnats. One gnat in here. I've killed it, and you don't see this gnat. I've killed this gnat. Others you can see it, and you kill it. And you may have to find it 2 days later, but you say, oh, okay, there you go. But this particular gnat, they're making their witchcraft stronger, their voodoo stronger with these monitoring spirits. Gnats, as an example. I'm hitting this gnat with a wet towel, a wet, bath towel where you you have wrung it out, but you, pow! Where did it go? Where did it, you shaking a towel right there. Where did it go? And that's happened several times with this one particular gnat. You're literally hitting this gnat, the end of the towel, pop. And you look down, on a mirror, in the bathroom. You look down and it's nowhere to be found. You're shaking a towel in the sink. Nowhere to be found. But that's not, this is multiple times, because they're going to make their witchcraft stronger because I keep killing them. They're going to make their voodoo stronger. Their monitoring stronger. Okay. Whatever they're doing to the gnats. I don't know how they do it in the insect world. I don't know how they get these gnats. I don't know how any of that goes. But, and I sprayed it. I sprayed the same gnat with, over here where I sleep, mind you, the window that I had just sprayed, or better yet, I went to the window and he was over there, and I sprayed, and guess what? I gave him a spray. Do you know that gnat was still over there? Because I didn't spray it good. I got it that second time, okay? When I went over there to check on the window. So you guys, sum this up. You guys buy some chemicals. I don't know how, maybe you don't want to do chemicals. You want to do all natural in your home. But if you are doing a cleanup job of your home, trying to clean your home to remove discordant energies, please do that, you guys. And once you clean it, lift your windows up to clean it, I guess, like in this case, but lift your windows up if you don't have to. You lift them up to clean, lift them up all over your home. Ladies, be careful if you live on the first floor. Be sure to not do this or have someone there with you for protection. But lift your windows up and let the air flow through from outside. Earth, wind, fire. Okay? Earth, dirt, wind. See that blowing? Coming through your home. And fire. It's another element. I forgot the other element. Okay, it's 4 elements actually. I'm thinking, has a place, and it's all there's a space, and the world can't erase its fantasy. Take a ride in the sky on the ship, fantasize. All your dreams will come true right away, and we will live Together, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh my God, I may play that next. I may play that when I get over here. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. And oh, Maurice White, I can't tell you enough to rest in peace, brother. You brought us some absolutely. Don't cry, Kimmy. Yeah, Maurice White, lead singer of Earth, Wind, and Fire, right along with y'all. I knew I was gonna forget his name, y'all, and I know his name. He's a Taurus. Philip Bailey. There you go. They're both the two lead singers of Earth, Wind, and Fire. So thank you guys, the Isley brothers. You know, I'm getting out a little off topic, but you guys, this music, man, I'm telling you, I wouldn't trade my age for nothing in the world. Because not only am I embracing, believe it or not, some younger rappers, you know, that I don't even like rap music, but these are female rappers, not that they're because they're female, but younger rappers who are really, really like, because I guess because their music, the bass, the music itself is old school type music, and then they're rapping, you know, it's an old school sound. And yeah, and so I'm promoting those rappers, you guys. And the ones that I said are going to blow up, guess what? They're doing just that. You know, so I'm not easily impressed. Gotta go. 4048 in. Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires. Buenos noches. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the galore split you. Ciao Bella. Ciao Bello. Smooches. Gotta go. Bye. And post your comments, you guys. I will be going in, by the way, to both of my channels and removing the feature where you had to be a subscriber in order to post on my videos. Now, hello, monitoring spirit. Now, this is a tall bit. I know birds have wings, okay? Look, y'all. Out of every time I've ever looked out this window, I've never seen a bird fly on top of this building. Bye. Yeah, I've never seen a bird fly on top of the window. I mean, on top of the, not saying they shouldn't, you guys. I'm just very observant. That's high up there, and I've never seen one up there. It just came over and landed. You think it's because this window is open and I'm in it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can face the other way if you're just up there just doing your own thing. Go ahead, turn around. Turn around. Go. Yeah, right. All right, gotta go, you guys. Bye.